Hey guys, Casual Chrono here. I'm going to do a short little video. I have had some incredible luck lately, and I am able to do a few party upgrades. So we're going to touch on 5 characters, 3 of which you just saw, and I'm going to talk to little Granny here and pick up a few more. So let's start with the ones I have. So Senya, I have been running his dungeon. He finally hit 80 shadow, which means I can finish up his board. My general philosophy for boards, I go after stellar skills first. I check the abilities to see if any of them will actually be useful, and then I usually will go at least put in 1 point for everything. And then I target the max levels. So he has had level 100 open for a while, so all this time that I've been running his dungeon for his shadow points, he's been gaining experience. And I have not put a single scroll in him. I started at 60 shadow and level 80, and he gained 8 levels just getting his shadow points up to 80. So, but now I can go ahead and finish his stats and give him some more MP, which mostly doesn't help unless he has like that singular focus type buffs or something. So Senya, stellar board, completely done. Yay! 848 MP, not bad. And still going up with levels. At this rate, he'll definitely pass 900, so. Alright, so that's Senya. Nice, easy, quick. The other character, I was chatting this morning, actually, with one of my subscribers on my YouTube channel, and he has Tsubame Alter Stellar Awakened, did some tests for me, because I'd been thinking, I will, whoops, I didn't mean to close it completely, my wind team. So this is my wind team. It's very powerful, as you have seen in video after video after video after video. This team can pretty much demolish anything that isn't null to wind. We have Sesta, who barrier pierces naturally. I don't need to wait for a stellar burst or anything. I have Melody, who can deploy an awakened wind zone just by simply being present in the front line. And she can set pain and poison and debuff and provide barriers and all sorts of things. I have Yifa, who has her faith, which can, it takes her luck, which is 140. It slashes it in half, so that's, no, not luck, spirit. I was thinking critical guard. She has, I'm like, she's giving like 100 and something. Okay, so, rewind. Spirit, Yifa AS, her spirit, whatever her spirit is right now, it's 322. You take that, divide by half, so that's 161, and when she puts faith on someone, that someone will gain 161 points of all stats. 161 points of power for Sesta, for example, or 161 points of luck for Shani. 161 plus her current luck almost puts her at the luck cap. Which is great for critical guard. That means if I can get her luck to 500, that means she reduces all damage by 75% no matter what, which is amazing. Even like pain poison damage, everything reduced by 75%. So Yifa has always been a staple just for her faith, and then to add insult to injury, she has been knocked Biwa, which improves strength, damage, power, intellect, and everything by 50%, and if you have faithed a target, like if I faith Sesta, that increases that person's numbers by 100% and type attack by 100%. So faith plus been knocked is just a very lethal combination if you put on a damage dealer. And then she has defenses like improving physical resistance, type resistance. The one thing that's always kind of bugged me about her, ever since I've been using her, she has one single wind attack that really doesn't do much damage and doesn't have any extra abilities attached to it. So when I blow an AF gauge, I'm usually hitting an Aurora because at least it speeds up the rest of the party and improves their type attack. But an Aurora is not a wind attack, so therefore, as I'm using the AF gauge, when she does a move, it's not keeping the gauge going. All of my AF bursts are the result of the other three keeping it going. So that's one thing that's bugged me about Yifa, but just the raw stats, because, you know, if you have like power 50%, power 100%, all that stuff, that can cap eventually. But there is no cap. If I can find ways to simply just directly improve power by 160, you know, there's no cap to that. If I have like 3 characters and each one's, you know, improving power by 150, that means that, you know, DPSer gets 450 power. That's why characters like Yifa are not that common. Yuna is another character that can decrease an enemy's power by 50, 100, 150. So that is like kind of the inverse of what Yifa does. But characters like that are few and far in between. And then, of course, we have Shani, our tank. Soira is also an excellent tank, and honestly, either one works. Shani, her skills, as you have probably noticed in my videos, her skills are more designed to improve the damage of the rest of the party. So if I want to do more damage, I have Shani. If I want to survive, I usually throw in Soira. But either way, this has been my win team forever. And, again, I don't know why I closed that. My discussion this morning was over Tsubame. Technically, Tsubame Alter. She has a bunch of skills that helps the whole party. For example, it improves power, intellect, speed for 3 turns. Wind type attacks, 3 turns. Duration can be longer if she's in her Neko Bunshin status. She can deploy Wind Zone. She can inflict Elemental Break over and over again. I can do the physical magic damage increase, the mental focus, singular focus buffs. And that goes to the person next. Here it attacks 5 times. Wind resistance goes down. So imagine, you know, 5 hits in an AF burst. That would keep it going for a long time. And so all of those buffs are great, but they don't add raw power or raw luck, you know, raw stats. They just simply do percentages, and percentages cap. However, her stellar skill, in Stellar Burst, not only does it do massive amounts of damage and everything, it stacks a Divine Wind on all party members, not just one like Faith. Divine Wind improves stats by 25. So, and it can go up to 3 stacks if the wiki is correct, which means instead of giving like 160 points of power to someone, she could give 75 points of power to everyone if she does this 3 times. So she does have the potential to improve raw stats with her stellar skill as well. The other nice thing about Tsubame Alter is that she has... Every time another zone is deployed, it extends it for 3 turns. So with Sesta in the front line, you know, there's a wind zone that's deployed, an awakened wind zone. Well, instead of it being a 3-turn awakened wind zone, it would be 6 turns. And then if you have Melody AS, she has 6 turns to build up all of her despair stacks to redeploy the zone. So with her and Melody in the same party, I don't think there would be any turns with that. You know, I would have to like wait a while for another awakened wind zone. I think Tsubame, because when Melody deploys hers, then instead of 3 turns, it would, I guess, be 6 turns. And then she also has the zone ability Cyclone Gale. Much like a few other characters, I can make the wind zone even stronger if I have her. So I've been really toying with the idea of swapping Yifa for Tsubame. As I said, my friend, he did some tests this morning and was showing incredible damage increases by the wind team. We would probably lose some defense on the wind team, definitely lose the ability to drop a ton of luck on the critical guard characters, but I'm willing to risk that. So we are going to use our very hard-earned all Cosmos star charts. This kind of pains me. As much as I want to awaken her, it's like that was 6 months of farming, basically waiting around, and I'm about to blow 3 months. But you know what? Hopefully, this is going to be worth it. Yes. And now we have Stellar Awakened Felis Lord. So, the other issue that I had for a long time, I don't have many Luring Shadow Fist points. In fact, I blew 10 to get her 10 points, and then I used February's free 5 points to get her to 15. So I'm not going to blow any more. I'm just going to wait 3 more months to get her up to 30. So the question is, where do I spend these points? If you, like me, sometimes don't have that many points to spend, what's the best use of them? Well, Stellar Skill, that's a guarantee. The whole reason you Stellar Awaken someone is usually for their Stellar Skill. If their Stellar Skill does not interest you, you probably should not waste the All Cosmos star charts to awaken them. So, we're going to Stellar Awaken and fully unlock it. The next thing I do is look at the remaining abilities. Usually 1 or 2 of them are good, the third one is iffy. So here, Battle Start. Enter Neko Bunshin, and that's pretty helpful. That's worth a point. Is the upgrade worth it? The only thing I gain is 20 cat seals. I don't know how easy it is to get cat seals, but that might be worth it. Okay, if I have 3 wind allies in the front line, every time she acts, I can get the stellar gauge moved up. Well, she's going to be part of a wind team. I have Sesta, who's Shadow. I have Tsubame Alter, who's Shadow. So Tsubame Alter is also Stellar Awakened, so it is helpful the quicker I can get that Stellar Burst gauge moved up. So this one, to me, is worth it. So I will do that, and we're going to fully awaken it. So every time she goes, she will store up a medium amount of shadow power. And then the last one. When I burst, and shadow power is greater, which it will be with 3 shadow characters, magic resistance is improved by 25%. And here, magic resistance is improved by 50% if I fully awaken it. So that's that's 5 points right there to have a 1-turn magic resistance. How badly do I really need that? Not that bad. So this one is kind of a why? Why would I spend points on this, aside from the fact that the first point is cheap? So this one, not too thrilled about. So once I look at the abilities and decide, do I buy the entire ability, do I buy part of the ability, or do I skip it completely, the next thing I always go for, and you're kind of forced to anyway, is max level. We are going to get her to at least level 90. And that is because I can instantly throw her on my wind team, and as they farm, because I use my wind team for farming, she will get experience naturally. So then, final decision time. 1 point for these nodes, followed by 3 points for those. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 points to unlock her all the way to level 100. I only have 7 points, so I can't get her to 100 yet. So do I get her to 95? And then, because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points there would leave me with 3. That could be 1, and I could prime myself there, or I could go ahead and spend 1 point there and at least get some magic resistance for whatever reason. So do I want 20 cat seals at the start of each fight? Do I want to try and get to level 95? Decisions. Your personal playstyle, you do what you want. I mean, technically, I could even give her more health if I wanted to blow points in this direction. Same with over here. What I tend to do, this is just me, level 90 will take a while to farm. So I can probably hit level 90 by March. So I could continue to go level 95, but most of my characters do pretty well at level 90. You naturally gain health and stats and stuff like that, so that's why I prefer levels instead of these nodes. You kind of get everything. So what I will probably do, I will probably go ahead and get 1 point there, power, get the 3-point nodes there, and then I have 2 points left. So do I want speed, endurance, or luck? And for me, endurance really only helps if she's getting hit, and hopefully Shani is tanking. So for me, it would make more sense to go with the speed and the luck. So, luck, speed. I know it looks weird, not just going after the abilities first, but really, you know, am I really going to need that extra 25% of magic resistance just for one turn, whichever turn I stellar burst? So that's why, you know, feel free to be choosy. It doesn't matter if your board looks weird. And after 3 more months, if I use the free light shadow points on her, then I'll get those nodes eventually, so no big deal. So now I got Stellar Awakened Tsubame, and I always bring them to level 81 just for sorting purposes. That way when I sort by level, all the Stellar Awakened characters appear first. And then, hi Tsubame, and then all my level 80 characters and below are after that. Alright, Senya's done, Tsubame's done. Nonold, he just had his 5-star thing come out, so we are going to awaken Nonold. And just so you know where I am with everything, right now there's 4 characters I cannot awaken right this moment. El Seal has 4 of her 5 treatises. I could run off and buy the 5th one if I wanted to, but I don't need her that bad, so I haven't. Cuervo just was released a few days ago, no big surprise. He has 0 treatises at the moment. Nikoko, I have gotten 2 of her 5 codexes. I could buy 2 more, which means I'm still waiting around for 1 to drop. Though honestly, I'll probably just wait till all 5 drop. And then Sesta is basically in the same boat. All this time, only 2 of her treatises have dropped. So even if I ran off and bought 2 more, I still can't awaken her. And honestly, I'm not so sure I need her right now. I'm doing really good without her. But Nonold, after you do his quest chain, fight those 3 monsters, you get his tome, and he only takes 1 chance script. So why not, you know? So not only does he now have level 60, I have the ability to awaken him, which I think you have to wait till level 80, right? Wow, I guess not. Okay. Well, I got a Stellar Awakened Nonold, the Amaranth style. And because Nonold appeared so often, I have not put any points in him, and he naturally has 91, which means I can buy everything. That's where the level 80 was. Level 80 required. So, I usually like to use up a few medium scrolls in the process. Okay, Stellar Awaken. We're going to get his High Corrosion, which reduces speed, improves his physical resistance, type resistance. He apparently has a rage mechanic, so he's kind of like a magic tank. I'm not sure if he's very good yet, but we're going to find out. I don't have to be picky here, so I'll just kind of talk out like if I had like 30 points and 60 points and 80 points. So typically, as I said, you kind of look at the skills and see if they're worth it. If they are, there we go. Like here, this one requires 3 staff or KMS allies. If he's a magic tank, he's almost always going to be with staff users, so getting this ability would make sense. This one, if light power is greater, he gains a shield equal to 50% of his max health, and I assume the upgrade's probably 100%. Yep. So, would he be with light characters? Well, my best magic damage dealer is Xianghua. She's Shadow. And then I usually use my Umpha, which is Shadow. I use Yuno, which is light. I use... I'm not sure who he would take the place of either, so I'm not so sure this one is super helpful, but at least the one-pointer almost definitely would be. So let's say that you go ahead and awaken everything here. Next, besides these max levels, I pretty much always beeline it straight for the other max levels. Because again, if I level him up to 100, I'm gaining MP along the way, I'm gaining stats along the way, I'm gaining HP along the way. So you get all of it when you improve his max level to 100. Might not be a huge chunk, but... So then, of these remaining points left, if you don't have enough to awaken everything, what do you do next? My strategy, I always go for the HP nodes. You can't do anything if you're knocked out. So I would go there. And a lot of times this is what my stellar board looks like for a while. And then the last thing is, do I want more MP or do I want stats? And that one's kind of... You can look and see he has 744 MP and 20 levels. In fact, let's go ahead. Bring him up to 81. So 754. So he gains around 10-ish, a little more per level. So 19. He's going to get about to 950 MP when he hits level 100. If you're getting about 10 per level, there's about 19 levels left, you know, throw in some change. So he'll be at 900 MP. Things like singular focus, mental focus, usually cap out a little bit higher than that, so MP would be a good choice. And then if your board looks like this, see right there he hits 1300 MP. If I had more, it's not going to help mental focus. It's already capped. So at that point, I don't know why I keep going back. At that point, then stats with the intellect would make a little more sense. But fortunately, I'm able to awaken everything, so we'll go ahead and do just that. But that would be the order that I would do if I had a few more points. So stellar skills and useful abilities first, max level to at least level 90 next, then I beeline it for level 100, finish up any abilities, and then I hit HP, and then finally either stats or MP, depending on what's needed. So there, he has 1800 MP, which I believe his tanking skills convert some of his MP to like a shield. So actually having more MP for him, if you plan on using him as a tank, I think is a good strategy. But anyway, we'll explore him later. So those are 3 characters. The final 2... Oh yeah, that's right, I got a few stones. So, as I said, I had incredible luck recently. And it just so happened Lokito's opuses were falling like rain. I got one randomly, maybe about 2 weeks ago, just from a red key run. And then I had Phantom Crystal Dimension clear, which hadn't happened in a few months. I had that last week. I was able to pick his second opus, and then like a day or two later, his third one just dropped again. So I was able to awaken I was able to claim Lokito, and then just 2 days ago, I got another white key clear, and Primaya has been sitting around with 2 opuses for probably a year or year and a half now. Her Recif, her third opus, just never dropped. Not that opuses drop that commonly to begin with, and you know, it's just one of, I think, what, 17 or 18 by now. But so I'm in the I'm talking to the sensationalist. I already have all 3 of Lokitos. I don't have anyone else. So I went ahead and picked up her last one. So do I need her? No. But I have her 3 opuses, so let's go ahead and get her.
Where am I? It's so dark and scary.
I don't think it's that scary. It's kind of peaceful.
You wanna be my friend? Yay! We're gonna play Dolly and have tea time and dress up and... We'll be friends forever and ever. So don't even think about running out on me. Okay?
Okay. Alright, so the Silver Striker has joined my party, and to no one's surprise, I'm going to pick up Yakumo Alter.
This place. Nowhere in the 7 hells am I. Huh? An audience? Oh, apologies, good sir. It appears you've caught me mid-soliloquy. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Lokido, an actor de theater. Although I am currently sans scene.
That means without scene, without a play.
You just heard a snippet from a show I am workshopping. And, well, I sometimes find it hard to separate the man from the actor. Enough about me. Look at you. I see great potential indeed. Right. Well, cheers, my friend. May our paths cross again on stage.
Alright, I just got to show off my very, very tiny knowledge of other languages. Alright, Forlorn Thespian, and then this has never happened in the 5+ years I've been playing. It's grayed out. I have every single alt character. And I'm... Yay! So, little victories. You know, for a free-to-play player, having every single character, every single style, etc. is unreasonable. I mean, I'm down to what? 24 chance right now. So I could awaken 4 more people if I really, really wanted to. And look how many there are. And some of these characters have more than one style. So as a free-to-play player, the concept that I have every single alt character currently is... I'm so happy. Yay. Even if it means more character quests. So that's what I'm going to be spending my afternoon on. Character quests. But that's great, and for about 2 weeks or so, I'm guessing, I will be able to see that grayed out spot, and then Yakumo Alt, chances are, is going to be the new character for Chapter 6 of Shadow of Sin and Steel. And being an alt character, that means I'll be collecting opuses once again. But for now, that's so pretty. So let's go ahead and gaze upon my new acquisitions. I'm up to 214 total characters. At the moment, I am missing a very, very small handful. There's Lokido, and we get to scroll yet again. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Be nice if you could just sort by level, like low to high and high to low. Alright, so I now have a fully Stellar Board Awakened Senya. I have a Stellar Awakened Tsubame to play with. I have a fully Stellar Awakened Nonold to play with. And I have Lokido Alt and Primaya Alt. Lokido not Stellar Awakened. I have no plans to Stellar Awaken him, but I have them. So now that allows me maybe to try a few other strategies. The only characters in the game I am still missing right now are Levia, who's free. I've gotten my fishing up to like level 27, but it's fishing. It's boring. No offense, WFS, but that is a very boring. Anyway, I'm also discovered I'm missing Skull, which is a very... well, I overlooked the character. I don't know how overlooked the character is, But if we go to... whoops, it's not episodes, it's the symphonies, I think. Crossovers. So, Bound Will and the Hollow Puppeteer, where you get Violet. Details. I kind of forgot that there's a second character, Skull. And a lot of times, you just kind of get these characters in the process of completing it. Well, Skull, apparently, you have to run the dungeon and do quests in the dungeon, and I think there's 10 of them. And depending on how many decayed thought leaves you have, you might have to wait around until the next quest opens up. And I've started running that one with my green keys. It's kind of slow going, but I've finished 4 of the 10 quests. So at some point I will gain Skull. It's just going to take a while, and I didn't really want to waste the red keys to speed things up, which is why I've been using green keys. But I didn't really want to waste the green keys either because of all the new treatises. Like, I still don't have Cesta's treatises, codexes, all that. So, yeah, I'd rather be running Jasmine or someplace. But anyway, I don't have Levia and I don't have Skull. So those are the 2 free characters I am missing. Of the Gacha characters, as you all know, I do not have Yakumo, any form, any star level. Makes me sad. It'll be a running joke. This game will end of service, and unless they give us a free selector, I will probably never have Yakumo in my life. I'm also missing Sazanka, Mazrika, and then the recent characters Id and Kagurame. Right now, if I really wanted to, Dreams. Kagurame still has 13 days left. I pulled twice, no luck. I do have enough stones that I could pull up to 4 more times, but I really don't think these Star Trail drops are worthwhile. A 10% chance of getting the character, not even Stellar Awakened, or a 90% chance to get, in my case, most likely a dupe. It's not worth trying to go that high, and her tome is farmable in the Moonlight Forest, so I don't really see myself throwing any more stones. Plus, with the high chance of Yakumo Alt coming soon, I'd rather save the stones for that, because let's see, these are all... Whenever a new banner pops up, the 5,000 mark is usually like the treatise or the tome or one of the memoirs. And I noticed with Lokito, if you spent 5,000, you could get one of his 3 opuses. So if Yakumo Alt is the next banner, and I drop 5,000 on it and don't get her, at least I'll have one of her 3 opuses, and the farm time will be reduced. So I'm kind of thinking whenever there's an alt character that comes out, I might start blowing 5,000 on those banners. And then otherwise, I usually do 2,000 on any character that I don't have. And characters that I can side grade, like Cuervo here. In the past, I would do 2 shots just in case, because it is kind of a pain to Stellar Awaken them. But with Yakumo looming in the future, and this is not official, they have not said that Yakumo is the next character, we're all just kind of guessing it, but with Yakumo as the most likely next character, I'd rather save my stones for her. I haven't really seen anything in his skill set that makes me really want him. I got excited when I saw that he was a reviver, because I thought he would have some type of revive skill, but unless I missed it on the wiki, he doesn't. So it's like, wow, he's just kind of normal. And then I already have Tuva, so there's no reason for me to pull in that banner. So, and I really haven't heard that many good things about her. I heard that she has a lot of health, and she's a tank, but I got Shani, I got Soira, I got Radius, I got Annabelle ES if I needed her. I mean, I can get her up to like 70,000 health. So I didn't really find much of a use, and I heard that she works pretty well with Id, but I'm missing Id. So I really don't see the need to spend any more than I already have on her. So, and I have Ava. So anyway, yeah, I wanted to go ahead and share that. That actually ended up being a little bit longer of a video than I was expecting. I thought I would just pop in, awaken, upgrade, 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 and see you later. But I guess I got to talking a little. It happens. It's Sunday, and I'm off for the weekend, so in a little bit of a talky mood. So anyway, so I have more characters to play with. I'm going to start working on their character quests, and that is the thought process when I'm upgrading characters. Yes, I could upgrade 4 more people from here, but I don't really need anyone right now. And I think it would be fun to upgrade Sesta. I hear a lot of great things about her AS style, so I want to save 5 chance for her. And then my running gag, Yakumo. If I ever got a 4-star Yakumo, I have enough chance and I have enough treatises where I could instantly 5-star Yakumo. I could instantly side grade him to AS. And as you saw, I kept enough all Cosmos star charts that I could immediately awaken his AS style. So all it's going to take is one lucky 4-star pool of Yakumo, and I'm going to have every single form and him totally awakened. In fact, I am mentally preparing going all in on him. I'm probably going to make, if I ever pull him, that will be a whole video in itself, because there's one of my shadow characters. I also have 87 Luring Shadow staff points, which means I could also not only Stellar Awaken AS Yakumo, but I could fully Stellar Awaken him. I could throw all those points in, go all in, and completely open up his Stellar Awakened board. So it just takes one lucky pull, which has never happened yet. Lokido, for that matter, I've been playing, I don't know if I started the very first day or the first week, but I'm a huge Chrono Trigger fan. This game was on my radar when it was being developed, so I'm pretty sure I started the first day, but I don't want to make that claim. It was very early on. This entire 5+ year time that I've been playing, I've never pulled Lokido. Not his normal style, not his AS style, not his 4-star style, nothing. The only reason I have normal style Lokido is because of that free guiding drop that we got last year, where you could choose one of the earliest characters. Well, I had all of them except Lokido, so that was a no-brainer drop for me. So, and I've never seen him since. So 5 years, never gotten Lokido. So it's not looking good for Yakumo. You know, he's only been out for what, like a year and a half. Something like that. So anyway, I've rambled long enough, and it's Super Bowl Sunday, so over here in the United States, that's like an unofficial national holiday. So I will be doing the obligatory watching the Super Bowl commercials and the halftime shows and eating chips and all that stuff here pretty soon. But I wanted to do this in the morning so I could be excited and look forward to possibly some new, team compositions, possibly trying to work Nonold in, or at least Nonold's quests weren't that hard to get. He's not a hard-to-get character. He pops up all the time. So if nothing else, probably a lot of casual players or new players will be able to get Nonold pretty soon. And so any strategies that I can use him for might be able to help like the general audience. So he was really the main motivation for me doing this video, so I could start using him right away and learning how he ticks. So anyway, looking forward to using these characters and looking forward to making more videos for you. Casual Chrono, signing out.